Imagine a world beneath ours, a world unseen yet subtly intertwined with our own. This isn't fantasy. This is the haunted reality theory. It suggests our reality is a palimpsest, an ancient parchment with layers of writing. Could we be living on a canvas where ghostly echoes of the past bleed through? Intense emotional energy, particularly surrounding death, leaves a residue. This residue imprints itself onto the environment, replaying fragments of past events. A chill runs down your spine. Is it a draft or a ghostly presence brushing past? The air grows heavy, charged with an unseen energy. The hairs on your arms stand on end. You feel a presence, watching, waiting. Is it your imagination or something more? The haunted reality theory suggests it could be the lingering energy of a past trauma. Think of a cassette tape. Even when erased, faint traces of the original recording can remain. The haunted reality theory proposes a similar concept for our reality. Just as sound waves vibrate in a recording medium, emotional energy might leave its mark on the environment, creating a kind of psychic imprint. These imprints could be the source of unexplained noises, cold spots, and even full-bodied apparitions. It's like a ghostly echo, a replay of past events triggered by unknown forces. Imagine walking through a battlefield, long, silent. The air is thick with the memory of conflict, the ground still scarred by the passage of war. Suddenly, you hear the clash of steel, the roar of cannons, the screams of the fallen, but there's nothing there. Only the wind whistling through the trees. Or is it? The haunted reality theory suggests these auditory hallucinations might be echoes of the past, bleeding through into our present. The scientific community remains skeptical, and rightfully so. The haunted reality theory lacks empirical evidence and relies heavily on anecdotal accounts and subjective interpretations. Traditional physics struggles to explain how emotional energy could leave a lasting imprint on the environment. Yet some scientists entertain the possibility that unknown forces might be at play. Quantum physics, with its exploration of the subatomic world, hints at the interconnectedness of everything. Could our understanding of energy and consciousness be incomplete? The brain, after all, remains largely a mystery. Could it be a receiver of sorts, picking up on these residual psychic imprints? The debate rages on. While mainstream science leans towards skepticism, some researchers remain open to exploring the fringes of our understanding. The haunted reality theory, while lacking concrete proof, offers a tantalizing glimpse into a world where the line between the living and the dead might be thinner than we think. Consider the Tower of London, a fortress steeped in centuries of violence and despair. It stands as a prime example of a location where history seems to bleed into the present. Visitors and staff have reported countless paranormal encounters within its ancient walls. Shadowy figures are said to lurk in the corridors, and the chilling cries of long-dead prisoners echo through the night. One of the most famous apparitions is Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated queen of Henry VIII, beheaded in 1536. Her ghostly figure, often headless, is said to haunt the anniversary of her execution. Is it merely suggestion, the power of imagination fueled by the tower's grim history? Or could it be that the stones themselves remember, replaying the tragedies that unfolded within their embrace? The haunted reality theory suggests that the tower, like a recording device, has absorbed the emotional energy of its past. And now those echoes seep into our reality, into our... Section 5. The White Lady's Sorrow. Across the globe, from ancient castles to forgotten battlefields, stories of spectral figures abound. Take, for instance, the legend of the White Lady, a ubiquitous figure in ghost lore. Often depicted as a woman in white, she is typically associated with a tragic loss. Sightings of white ladies have been reported worldwide, each with their own chilling variations. In the Philippines, she is said to be the spirit of a woman who died waiting for her lover. In Scotland, she mourns her lost child, her cries echoing through ancient halls. Are these simply stories passed down through generations, or could there be a shared experience of loss and sorrow imprinting itself on the environment? Section 6. Residual hauntings, imprints on reality. Paranormal investigators often categorize hauntings into two types: intelligent and residual. Intelligent hauntings suggest the presence of a conscious entity capable of interacting with the living. Residual hauntings, however, are thought to be like psychic recordings, repeating the same events over and over. Imagine a soldier mortally wounded on a battlefield. His last moments are filled with terror and pain. According to the haunted reality theory, that emotional energy, coupled with the physical act of dying, might leave a psychic scar on the environment. Years later, a passerby might witness a ghostly reenactment of the soldier's final moments, a phantom replay of a tragedy long past. These residual hauntings could explain why certain locations seem to be hotspots for paranormal activity. Places where intense emotional events occurred, such as battlefields, hospitals, and prisons, might act as repositories for this psychic energy, creating a kind of ghostly feedback loop. Section 7. Tools of the trade seeking validation. Paranormal investigators, armed with an array of tools and techniques, attempt to capture evidence of these ghostly echoes. Electromagnetic field meters detect fluctuations in electromagnetic fields, which some believe might be linked to spirit presence. EVP recorders capture electronic voice phenomena, faint voices or sounds thought to be the voices of spirits. Thermal cameras detect variations in temperature, potentially revealing cold spots often associated with paranormal activity. While these tools provide intriguing data, they fall short of offering definitive proof. Skeptics argue that the readings can be easily explained by environmental factors or equipment malfunctions. However, believers point to compelling evidence, such as EVP recordings of voices seemingly responding to questions or thermal images of figures that defy logical explanation. The debate continues, fueled by the ambiguity of the evidence and the enduring allure of the unknown. Section 8. Living in a ghost story. If the haunted reality theory holds any truth, it paints a fascinating, albeit unsettling, picture of our reality. We could be living in a world layered with the psychic residue of the past, where the echoes of past lives constantly surround us. Every location could be a potential repository for these ghostly imprints, from our homes to the very streets we walk. Imagine walking through a crowded park, unaware that you're brushing past the spectral remnants of lovers' quarrels, children's laughter, and perhaps even darker deeds. The air we breathe, the ground we walk on, could be saturated with the remnants of emotions, thoughts, and experiences, both mundane and profound. The implications are staggering. It suggests that the past is not truly gone, but rather exists alongside the present, invisible yet ever present. It challenges our understanding of reality, of life and death, and the very nature of consciousness itself. Section 9. The unanswered question. The haunted reality. Theory, for all its eerie implications, remains firmly in the realm of speculation. It's a compelling narrative, a ghost story on a cosmic scale, but one that lacks the concrete evidence to sway the scientific community. Yet the question lingers, what if? What if our reality is more porous than we believe? A tapestry woven with the threads of past, present, and perhaps even future. What if the line between the living and the dead is not a line at all, but a permeable membrane, allowing for whispers of the other side to bleed through? These are questions that have haunted humanity for millennia, questions that science alone may never fully answer. Perhaps like the best ghost stories, the true power of the haunted reality theory lies not in its veracity, but in its ability to make us question, to wonder, and to confront the profound mysteries that lie at the heart of our existence. Section 10. A final thought. As you turn off the lights tonight and silence falls upon your world, listen closely. Do you hear that? A creak on the stairs, a whisper in the wind, a cold spot that sends shivers down your spine. Is it your imagination or something more? The haunted reality theory suggests that the answer might be closer than you think. Perhaps, just perhaps, we're all living in a ghost story.